Hello there, it's Adrian here. Welcome to another lesson. In this lesson we're going to be looking at the great Beatles track I'm Only Sleeping. Now I thought this would be a fitting way to bring this series of beginners lessons to an end because it brings together many of the things that we've been looking at. We've got major chords, minor chords, some seventh chords, we've got a swing feel. We've actually got a couple of new chords in there as well, which I'm going to be showing you. And all round it's quite a challenging and interesting track, and I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun learning it. So let me play a bit of the song for you now. When I wake up early in the morning, lift my head, I'm still yawning. When I'm in the middle of a dream, stay in bed, float upstream. Don't wake me, no, don't shake me, leave me where I am, I'm only sleeping. Keeping an eye on the world going by my window, taking my time. What a great song this one is. Before we go any further, there's a couple of new chords that I would like to show you. One of them is easy, one of them not quite so easy. We've got what's called a C major 7. We've done a C7 before, but this is a C major 7. It's very easy to play. If you play your normal C chord and then lift up your first finger, you've got a C major 7 chord. It's as simple as that. The other chord we've got is a B minor chord. This is a very common chord, but not really a beginner's chord. But I'm going to show you kind of an easy-ish way to do it. There is kind of the proper way to do it, which is what's called a bar chord, which I'm not going to get into in this beginner's course. But if you want to do an easy B minor, let's do it like this. We'll put our first finger at the second fret on the first string. Our second finger is going to go at the third fret on the second string. Then we've got our third finger at the fourth fret on the fourth string, and our little finger is tucked in just underneath that at the fourth fret on the third string, and should sound like that. Try and avoid hitting the low E and A strings, as they don't sound too good when you're playing this chord. So with that out of the way, let me take you through the chords to this song. As I've said, it's a little bit more complex than some of the other songs we've looked at. There are more chords involved, there's more chord changing involved, but I'm going to take you through it very slowly and hopefully it will make sense. I will try and make the music to this available on the website as well, because sometimes this stuff is a bit easier to understand when you see it written down. Let's begin with the verse of the song. We're in the key of E minor. We're going to be starting on an E minor chord. We've got four beats or a bar on E minor, then a bar on A minor. Then we have 2 beats G, 2 beats C, 2 beats G, 2 beats B7. I think that's the first time we've used that B7 in a song. Then we have back to E minor for a bar, A minor for a bar, and we've got G for 2 beats, C for 2 beats, G for 2 beats, C for a bar, and then an extra 2 beats on C. So there's 6 strums altogether there on C. Then we've got bar of G, bar of A minor, bar of our new B minor, bar of A minor again, and a bar of our new C major 7. And we'll end the verse just with a single strum on C major 7 and then just let that hang for the rest of the bar. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can go round for another verse again. So that's the verse. Notice there are a couple of little quirks in the verse. There's a point where we've got some extra beats on certain chords. Something you find quite often in Beatles songs. You don't always have consistent 4 beats in a bar. Sometimes they might just throw in an extra beat or an extra 2 beats on a chord, just whatever suits the song. And that's something you can count and analyse, or better, it's something you can just feel. If you listen to the song, it's usually something you can feel when a chord change is coming up, and that's probably the best way to deal with it. It sounds completely natural when you hear it in the song. Let me play you the first verse of the song very slowly. I'll mumble along some of the words, and with any luck all of this should become a bit more clear. We've got, when I wake up early in the morning, A minor, 3, 4, G to C, lift my head, G to B7, I'm still yawning, back to E minor when I'm in the middle of a dream, G to C, stay in bed, 2 beats of G, float up stream, 2, 3, 4, 2 extra beats of C. Then we've got the please don't wake me, that's G, A minor, no don't shake me, B minor, leave me where I am, A minor again, I'm only sleeping, G major 7, and that one strum of C major 7 at the end of the verse, and you just let that hang for the rest of the bar. That's one entire verse of the song. Then we'll go around again for the second verse doing exactly the same thing. Let's talk about strumming. As I mentioned at the start of the lesson, this song has got a bit of a swing feel, which I've talked about before. The best way to get the right strumming pattern is just to listen to the recording and try and copy it. I think what John Lennon's doing on the recording, it mainly sounds like this. So we've got it kind of down, 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 up, down, up. That's the 1 bar strumming pattern, and notice it's got that swing feel, so those upward strums are delayed slightly. It's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the best thing to do is just to try and copy that feel by ear. If you must, you can think about the underlying triplets that give it the swing feel, and you can count it like that. That would be 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So if you need to, you can do that, but try and just feel it, and that's probably the easiest way to get close to the proper feel. So a verse with that strumming pattern would sound like this. Strumming pattern actually will serve you well for the entire song. You can always throw in a few variations if you want to. Again, if you listen to the recording, you'll hear that John Lennon doesn't stick to exactly that pattern all the way through the song. There are times where he varies it and throws in a few extra rhythms and different strums, but that's probably something that will come naturally to you once you've got the basic feel of the song, and then you can start throwing stuff like that in when you're ready. Now there's one more bit to the song which comes, I think it happens twice in the song. We go through a couple of verses. Then there's the bit that Paul McCartney sings. I guess it's a kind of bridge section. And that actually comes after that you play the 2 verses. Then there's just as a linking kind of bit, you've got an E minor chord which is strummed upwards like this. and held for 2 bars. So you'll strum up on an E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Then you've got the keeping an eye on the world going by my window, taking my time. That's the bridge section, and all that is, we've got a D minor chord for 4 beats, to E for 4 beats, to A minor for 4 beats. Then we've got F, just 1 strum on F, 2, 3, 4, then we're back to the verse. So that's the bridge section. One more time, we've got keeping an eye on the world, to E going by my window, A minor, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, when I wake up early, then we're back into the verse of the song. And that's about it for this song. As usual, try and piece together the entire structure so you're able to play the whole song from start to finish. This is something you can do by ear, listening to the song. You can download the lyrics from somewhere and try and piece it together like that. I will try and put some sheet music for this up on the website as well. That's it for another lesson. I really hope you enjoy learning this song. Remember, it is quite a difficult song for a beginner to learn. There's a lot going on, so do take your time with it. It'd probably be a good idea with a song like this to practice it in smaller sections and get those sounding good before you attempt to play the entire tune. And generally I think that's a good way to practice, and an efficient way to practice, if you isolate spots in the song that are causing you difficulties and play those over and over until they're feeling good, and only then attempt to play the entire tune. So have fun with this, and I'll see you again for another lesson very soon.